Critics are the ones who are trying to reframe the narrative to artificially create contradictions in the text, to create a sense of doubt for people out there, and just make the New Testament, basically look not inerrant. From 21:18 through the end of Acts is that it recounts the journey of Paul from Jerusalem to Rome. Within it, chapter 27 is again loaded with we statements. Prior to this section of Acts is Paul's third mission that ran from the fall of 52 AD to the spring of 57 AD. Within it, chapter 20 and 21 again are loaded with we and us statements, where this group accompanied Paul back to Jerusalem, where he ends up getting arrested. In Acts 20 verse 4, you can see similar or familiar names, that is, with Aristarchus, Timothy, and Tychicus, that are in the Pauline letters. Again, the harmony is airtight. Before the third mission, you have the second mission, where the first we and us mentionings occur in chapter 16. Altogether, these statements, speaking in the first person, ultimately are tagged with Acts 1:1 opening I statement, which is dot connected to Luke 1:3's first person me statement as the author of both books. Granted, neither book says me Luke or I Luke, but the attestation for Luke being the author of both books is well documented from very early on in the church. Irenaeus of Lyons wrote in the latter part of the 2nd century. His main works are his Against Heresies volumes. What's interesting here is that he was ordained by Polycarp of Smyrna, who is recording as being a ordained disciple of the Apostle John. Speaking on the authorship of each gospel, Irenaeus said the following: Matthew also issued a written gospel among the Hebrews in their own dialect, while Peter and Paul were preaching at Rome and laying the foundations of the church. After their departure, Mark, the disciple and interpreter of Peter, did also hand down to us in writing what had been preached by Peter. Luke, also the companion of Paul, recorded in a book the gospel preached by him. Afterwards, John, the disciple of the Lord, who also had leaned upon his breast, did himself publish a gospel during his residence at Ephesus in Asia. As you saw, Irenaeus said Luke was a companion of Paul, which he would only get from Paul's letters. Irenaeus